guys. I wanted to say something, but now I forgot.
That's my life.
All right, guys, welcome back to ShuttleSquad episode 56, I think.
I have no clue.
Oh, I didn't check. 56.
Let's
welcome
go with
back.
it. Be confident.
If you're watching the video, you can see that we are all together in one place once again. Hi from the European Championships with Kirsty Gilmore, Christo Popov, who forgot his microphone and will have to share with me.
Let's go.
And with tournament barista Marvin Seidel.
Yes, let's go as well.
Guys, how are you? How's it going? It's, Tuesday?
Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. We're in a tournament week. Marvin is already in the quarterfinal. You guys haven't even played a match.
No.
It's a weird new system here at the Europeans. How's it going? Kirsty?
Yeah, good so far. Just preparing. We're a little bit outside of the centre in this hotel, so the coffees are not as easily accessible for us here, but it was most accessible to Marvin because he has them in his room. So maybe I'll come and try your coffee.
You can, but we are in the city center, so I'm not in this hotel.
Oh, that's true.
I know, I'll come and visit.
Okay, yeah, for sure. You can do that anytime.
Excellent.
So, yeah. And for me, it's also going well so far. I've already played 2 matches, which is weird somehow.
Yeah, you're in the deep of the tournament, and we
yeah.
haven't even touched a shuttle yet on court.
It's really weird now that I think about it. But yeah, it feels good to have an off day tomorrow as well, I must say.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well deserved.
Enjoy it.
Thanks. And yeah, also enjoying Huelva. It's a nice place.
It's a very nice place. The first day we were here on Sunday, the weather was gorgeous, and since then it's been a little cloudy and rainy. So yeah, but it's still a nice little city. I like a small city.
Yeah, it's not so small. It's 150,000 people who are living here.
He's got the stats. He's always got the stats.
Yeah. But anyway, isn't it the second time they're mixing this schedule with mixed women's singles, sometimes men's singles? Maybe last year they finished on Saturday. Third time. Hyde Open was already that.
For Saarbrücken,
Hyde Open.
Hello. Yeah, for sure they finished on the Saturday. How do you feel about finishing one day earlier with the mixed?
I don't know. I hope I will experience it. Yeah. I mean, I think as a spectator, it could be nice that, for example, then on the Sunday, you have 3 matches that you can focus on, and if they are good matches, then I think it's a good length of the day. I feel like you can easily watch all 3, and you will not get tired of badminton.
No one gets tired of badminton, Marvin. Watch it all day, every day. No,
as much as I wish this was true, I think that's not true.
Yeah,
to be honest, these days where 9 a.m. it starts and 21 a.m. at 21 p.m. it finishes, it's very, very long. And I think tough. Not too many people watch that the whole day. So I think it's okay that they think about how they can make it more fun for the spectators to watch. And then on the other hand, if you really love badminton on the Saturday, there's a lot of matches. So I think it's a good mix.
True.
Overall.
Yeah, I find one thing I find difficult is the kind of mixture of atmosphere, tension. This match on one court is playing for a medal, and this one is just in the last 16. And it's not that there's any less on the line with those, but do you know what I mean? It's just that's the fun zone, and that's the second round or the third round. Yeah. So I find that mixture of tension a little strange, but.
And Thommy, as a media expert, what do you think about that?
The mic sharing is so weird. you can't just say anything. We're just
It's you're like the journalist handing it to the celebrity.
Yeah, I'll hand it over to you. I also thought about it. I think working wise, it's actually a little nicer for us here because you start one day earlier and then the days are not as packed as usually. Even though yesterday and today was super packed for us, so it didn't really make a difference, but I hope it will be more relaxed. But yeah, actually I'm out of the hall and it's 7. So
that's incredible.
That would never happen. That would never happen usually. So it is a good thing for us work-wise. I don't know if it's better for spectators or worse. I think we will see. I think the Saturday is really cool to watch. I mean, but it was always cool because semifinals day, and now you have a final also. Mm-hmm. Also Friday is nicer because you have two semifinals in the evening, but the Sunday is then even shorter.
Yeah, true.
So that is probably, and I think in tournaments mostly the quarterfinals day and the semifinals day are the most packed days, and then the finals day is a little less, and I think that will even be more the case if this was the regular. So I don't know if you guys don't know, we play the mixed doubles semifinals on Friday here and the final on Saturday evening.
Is it only mixed or is it also women's doubles?
I think also women's doubles.
Oh, then this is new because in Saarbrücken it was only mixed.
I think also last year was 2 draws.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Like European Games, there was the men's double. Yeah, it's okay. We share now with Kirsty. Well, I know I played my semi-final in quarter-final in singles and semi-final in doubles on the same day in European Games. So only the
European Games is a little different though.
Yeah, but I think they're kind of copying the thing. Yeah, the setup, maybe.
Huh. I don't know.
Yeah, I honestly don't remember.
We just play when we're told to play.
I gave up. Right? Yeah. Now it was a back. Yeah, it was crazy. I had so much pain on that day.
I saw you were really angry giving up that match.
Yeah, I didn't want to. Because also back then Mark also had an issue. Actually, he was the one everyone knew about. And I actually was way more in pain in this tournament, but everyone thought that Mark was the one not being able to move, but I almost couldn't move at all. And yeah, that was a tough one, and we really didn't want to lose against these guys.
What can I say? Of course, it was not the way we wanted to win, and I know we knew for Mark, of course, but not for you, as you said, and. I think I kind of remember the end of the match where you kind of talk a lot with your coach and we actually don't know what's going on. We thought about maybe Mark giving up, but at the end it was you, and we were very surprised because you were really like hiding it. So it was, I mean, it's nice for you to do it, but of course it also gave us a lot of points for the Olympic race. Yeah. So thank you very much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. It made it more interesting in the end, that's for sure. And France ended up with 2 men's doubles at the Olympics. So
you were also there, European Games?
Yes, I wanted to say something, but now I forgot.
That's my life.
Yeah.
About me hiding it, maybe? Or like that everyone knew about Mark, but not about me?
Yeah, I forgot.
Well, doesn't matter.
I forgot. It was the same with the World Championship, right? World Championship, Mark was getting back a bit and you were back, kind of?
World Championships, I was completely ready and Mark was not ready.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because we played first round again there. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I want to say. It's really nice, Marvin, that you just decided to change discipline so you will not face Christo anymore. And
that was the idea.
We have a great...
Not in his...
Maybe I have to start singles.
Me and Christo have an announcement. We're actually going to start playing mixed together.
Please do it, then maybe I can...
We'll be playing Saturday then.
Please do it, then maybe I can get better in the head-to-head.
Or maybe not.
Hey, it could be detrimental. You've not seen me play
I think
mixed.
I'm playing a good mix.
I'm sure you do. Yeah, but me as well.
One listener asked me if we guys should play a doubles, and if we two play doubles together against you two, like Marvin and Thommy, if you're listening, not watching, against Kirsty and Christo, how many points would we need? Like
a handicap?
What lead would we need to pull me through and win? What did you say?
15?
15?
No.
Nah.
I don't know your level actually.
No, Thommy can play. He's like second league player in German league.
2 years ago.
Yeah, but still, if you would train a little bit, I think...
Let's say 11?
Yeah, 10 I would have also said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. we would be playing like a level doubles. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a net player. I'm not a net man.
No, we'll play as a mixed.
Yeah, no, you be at the net.
You would play singles doubles, like nobody at the net.
Half court each.
Just no mistakes. I think.
Box game.
I think the most lethal thing would be just getting everything over and making Thommy work, and that he gets really tired.
That would be terrible.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, Thommy. You would see a lot of the shuttle. Yeah. You'd be getting.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, Marvin, you played at the German nationals with my cousin, who has a way higher level than me, but still in the final, your opponents realized that maybe it would be smarter to make Fuxi work, and he was. You were just standing there, and he was running around the court, and he hated it.
I bet he still got the skills, but you lose badminton specific fitness really fast.
Yeah, I mean, he retired 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And still they made it to the final, so that's actually crazy.
Was a good one.
Yeah, so you say 10 points. I think probably will never happen, but if it will happen...
I mean, we are in charge. We can make it happen.
Yeah. It's always tough. I mean, I'm really happy that we make a 1 hour recording in 1 week happen. Yeah. What else? I mean, you played 2 matches. You start tomorrow. Do you start with singles, doubles? How are you feeling? We haven't talked about your calf yet.
Not yet.
Do you want to talk about it, or do you not want to talk about it?
I'll just say that my rehab and my recovery went like really well. I didn't take any like metaphorical backward steps. It was all smooth sailing. And yeah, I'm back to training almost normally. And I don't know if I said on the last podcast, I've learned a lot about all the ways that you ask your calf to work. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of like the isometric strength, so just like sustained power, and then that's very different to like plyometric explosivity, which is very different to change of direction, which is very different to like doing a movement to the round the head corner and stepping backwards and like that deceleration. So like there's so many different ways that your calf has to work, and I had to check off all of those boxes before I could like really return to court. But no, it feels good. I feel strong. I tried to keep as fit as I could on the friggin' assault bike and watt bike.
Oh, I saw that on Instagram.
Oh, bugger that machine.
That's the worst thing.
Oh, it can kill you. You can do like 10-second efforts and you can like die. It's awful. But it's really good for keeping you really fit. So yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to getting on court, which is a different experience for me at most European championships. I remember we had a chat before the one in Saarbrücken in 2024.
2 years ago. Yeah.
And you said, what are your hopes and expectations for this week? And I was like, I don't know, man. I just want to play badminton and see what happens.
Whatever happens. I remember that. Yeah.
Whatever happens.
I won a gold medal. Was the one you said right after.
You said, you don't want to win? I was like, Thommy, of course I want to win.
No, I didn't say anything in between. It was like, whatever happens.
I mean, of course
I want a gold medal. Like the break was just too nice. Yeah, that was good.
But normally we have like the 4 European tournaments and then club matches in between, and I'm in a bit of a mental hole. And then we just, we come to Europeans and I'm mentally fatigued. But this year, I mean, I feel a little mentally fresh. I'll find out how my body is, but yeah, let's just play some badminton.
Whatever happens.
Crazy things can happen at Europeans.
Always, yeah, we saw it already.
We've already had a few.
Yeah, this morning, Tom Jiquel, Delphine Derue got kicked out in the first round. No, the second round. They didn't play first. Their first round.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we will see. Christo, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. I've been also training and having some days off at home, not playing Swiss and Orleans, so I feel good. I feel I had also nice preparation physically, badminton-wise as well, and yeah, I feel ready. I think we also have good training sessions here with the French squad, especially in singles with my brother Arnaud and Alex. So I think it's also like a very good chance for us to practice together and to prepare at the highest level. And as you said, there's already some shakedowns during the Europeans, so it's probably a good thing to start on Wednesday or Thursday when you see those. And now you have some feedback from the players. What is
the feedback?
The changing of conditions, practicing on. I practiced on Sunday, and they had main draw also on Monday. They said it was very slow. Now, from what I heard, now it's pretty fast, and that's why in men's doubles, mixed doubles, you can have some tricky matches, and singles and women's singles as well. But I think we are kind of more adapting to the court as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes for the start of the men's singles and women's singles tomorrow.
Yeah.
But how? I mean, we've talked about conditions a few episodes back a lot, but how does it change so dramatically in just a few days?
It's a good question.
How is this possible?
Yeah. Because I trained on Monday and it was, I'd say, slow, like a little bit slow. You had to hit it a little bit harder. And the point of having a main hall practice is to calibrate yourself and acquaint yourself with the arena. And then I don't know if it's because we get a certain amount of tournament shuttles per person, but they might give you a different speed than what you're actually going to use in the tournament, which just makes absolutely no sense for why would we need to practice in the main hall. Like, that's a waste of our time. If it's the conditions are going to be totally different, if the shuttle's going to be different, if you're going to then put the aircon on.
Fair.
One organic way that it changes, I would say, is that the crowd comes in and just body heat and people moving around. That just kind of changes the air and the way that the shuttle flies. But it could be a different speed of shuttle, and also the aircon could be on or not on.
Plus, maybe also the weather changed.
Humidity.
Don't know if that's a big difference.
Ah, true. Yeah, it was sunny in the beginning.
Yeah. So, but yeah, many variables that we have to consider. But this change was one of the most dramatic ones, I would say, because on Sunday when I trained, I was like, okay, it's going to be a tough one.
It's going to be slow. My shoulder's going to hurt.
Okay, yeah, we will have to work. But okay, I'm ready, no problem. And then we stepped on court and the first two lifts were like half a meter out. I'm like, okay.
Sorry, what?
That's different. Actually, I like it. But yeah, okay, let's adapt.
You like a fast haul?
I think I play a little bit better in fast hauls.
Because I know Thommy likes a fast haul.
He does, but I think he now makes good results on slow holes as well. So he adapts.
What do you prefer?
I think I preferred before the fast holes, and now I prefer the slow ones because I can put the shuttle where I want it. It's easier.
Yeah, you can commit to the shots more.
I think I can run well, so it also helps me.
Yeah, I would agree.
Thank you, Thommy.
Yeah, I'm just holding it now.
You're a
I think that's easier. I think at the All England, your brother said that the slow conditions in doubles really help you against the top pairs.
Yeah, it's true that my brother and I are better in slow conditions because we have, I think, a good way to open the court, and that's kind of our play. We're trying to evolve in these fast areas with the first 3-4 shots, but it's not something we train a lot. We are more into like playing style of singles, so mostly attack defense, I would say, and of course playing in the slow holes helps a lot.
I saw your match against the Koreans, and I was really impressed by the defense and like also the moves that you two had, and like the rotation and like seeing where the shuttle might come and moving earlier than the opponents did. So I think you guys did really well.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Really, really good.
What is your ratio of singles to doubles training? Like, if you had, like, percentage wise?
90 to 10, perhaps. I was about to say 95 to 5.
That makes doubles players so angry.
But I don't think how can I say that? I think it's
transferable.
My most training is on court during tournaments, but I think the toughest thing is mostly like keeping the service, because I don't serve during like period like for 4 weeks. If I don't play doubles, like sometimes we have Ronan Labar coming over, And when he comes, then we play doubles, like one game or two, my brother and I against Ronan and William, and that's our training, like having a match. But we don't actually do like multi-feed or anything. And I think just being a training singles also trained me for doubles in a kind of a way.
Yeah, some of the skills transfer, but like the way that you move around each other.
But that's
like
also
set plays
why we have our game of opening up the court, and we don't have this stylish double game. That's why as well.
And I also think like having a really, really good defense like calms you down quite a bit. So if you get stressed in the 50-50, you guys can always just say, okay, then we give it away. Where a lot of doubles players who maybe also have not a bad defense, but an okay defense, but try to get into the 50-50 again really fast and then make mistakes. Where you guys just chill and like, okay, one more high. Okay, then here on the other side completely is the block. You don't have to take any crazy risk. It's just the gap there, and you just play it, and then you get the lift because you make the move directly. Yeah. So like to have this kind of confidence in your defense and just opening up the court, as you say, is so valuable. And then obviously also with the good movement. What impresses me the most sometimes is when like one of you maybe fucks up a little bit, but the other guy can just cover basically the whole court still, even though like the other pair is like rushing forward, like you can still just like have the good arm and fire it away over the guy coming
just
forward.
One back, yeah.
And then like it completely changes the rhythm of the rally again, and you guys suddenly have a little bit of time. You concentrate on like getting set again, and then everything is open. And I think you do that really, really well. And a little bit like the Korean style back in the days, where they just also said, okay, we defend, we make you tired, and then we hit the shuttle on the floor.
Yeah, it's true that we are kind of having a good basics on survival mode. It's true.
Yeah. It's
and
a superpower.
we are not having like a high, like how to say, risky shots or double shots that you can win in like combines
like
that you can do in 5-4 first shots. That I play here, you play there and stuff, but mostly trying to figure out where is the space and to win with a big smash from my brother.
That's one of the things I find hardest. I've played doubles to like an okay level, but I find that the hardest mental switch to make of like singles, you're kind of trying to hit it away from them all the time. You're trying to hit the space a lot of the time, but in doubles, like you a lot of the time just hit it at them because there are not so many spaces. And when I've played like bad doubles, it's because I'm trying to like thread the eye of a needle with the perfect shot away from them. I'm always trying to hit them into the space, and then that's a recipe for disaster. So I struggle to just actually hit it back to the person as a tactic. I struggle with that.
I think also, I mean, you probably all know the fact when you have less stress and you don't think too much and you just play, that it works better. And sometimes I feel like you guys, when you go on court and doubles, you just play, and it's a little bit like, it's not just for fun, you know. You still want to win that game, but it's a little less stress than you probably put on your singles matches. Is that true, or is it not really?
I would say it's true, but there is also another thing that sometimes we kind of don't really have a tactic where we just, you just play and
you play on instinct rather than like the set
and
plays.
I think it's kind of the same for me in men's singles, that I love to start the game with just playing, and then I just see about conditions. I think conditions and how the player in front is playing is the most important thing. And then you just adapt through the whole game. I think that's also our weapon as men's singles and men's doubles, that we just adapt.
Do you find, Marvin, do you find that you can't quite like figure out what their like plan is because they don't have one?
Makes sense.
I mean, we know that they rely on this surviving mode, and it's a lot about, can you stick to, okay, we keep on working while they make us work, then eventually we will get the point, or any doubles players at one point might get the point. And of course, sometimes you get countered, but that's like against anyone. But it's a lot about this mental clearness of, okay, I have to work now. And I think many doubles players want to have it like these quick exchanges and serve return and like make maybe a crazy shot or like play the fun doubles, but the just working part of it, almost like women's doubles, like of course it's not, but you know the drill, like just like working, and eventually one side will make the mistake.
The longest.
Like this is really difficult because it's just so different from many other styles of doubles. And that's also why Koreans, for example, have so much success over the years, because they can make people really work hard and get annoyed. And I definitely know the feeling of getting annoyed by not getting the shot on the floor.
Hey, we all do.
So I think that's what they do, and it is a tactics. It's not easy.
That's true.
It's a playing style.
But if you say you also in singles, you just go out there and play and see how things are going and how the opponent is reacting, do you, or how much pre-game analysis of your opponents do you even do, especially in doubles, or do you just go out and do your own thing?
Well, I think there's some basics that everyone does, and we do. We see, for example, in doubles, if you serve on 1T, then what's the most returns they do, how they third shot from upper hand or down the middle sometimes. I mean third or fourth shots. Where is it going? Do they want to have the attack? Do they don't want to just lift? Where is the player in front going when the guy is smashing? Kind of basic stuff I would say, but we don't go into like if you play here, you play here, you play here, you play here. And sometimes, as Kirsty said, we play with instinct, and I think as a badminton player, we all have this playing on the World Tour, where you can just feel where you should be playing. Of course, if you play somewhere and you get very counter and destroyed, then next point you don't have to play there. So I think it's basically, that's not a good choice. So you change the next point. If it's not a good choice, then you change, and then until you find a good thing.
Yeah.
But it's interesting that like when you start talking about we do the basic things, like of course maybe for us on the World Tour that's basic, but that's I think also very often more than 100% of what people are doing. I think a lot of Asians don't even do this. Like, sorry if I offend anybody, but and especially on the lower level, like or young players, they're not doing what you just said. Like, so I think, like, I was not sure if you would do this, to be honest. It's the first time that I hear you say it. And I would say that is a tactical preparation. Like, if you watch the first 4 shots and what people are doing when they get maybe a little bit of pressure in the return stuff, like, sometimes that's everything you need to do to win the match. And then obviously if you are maybe a better badminton player, if you want to call it that way, just get the shuttle one more time over, then you win the match.
Yeah. But I agree what you say about like with your singles, you just go on and play at the start, because sometimes if you are just the person that is faster, taking it earlier, hitting like quality shots, you don't need to go into the tiny tactical details. If that's enough, then that's enough. And you don't need to do, you will have still done the preparation for like the homework on your opponent and everything, but sometimes if you're just like playing well at your basic level with your natural instincts, that's enough to win the match. And sometimes getting through an entire tournament is about like conserving all the energy you can, and sometimes that's mental energy too. So if your natural play is winning you some points or entire matches, then that's a great place to be. Sometimes you don't need to overcomplicate it with special, tiny, detailed tactics. That's sometimes where I've gone wrong I have played some matches where I've focused too much on those tiny little things that I should be doing, and I forget to like move my feet. I forget to move fast. I forget to take the net early. So I agree to just go on, see how the arena is, see if it suits you, and then maybe you have to use your tactics if it's tight, or you can get some cheap points that way.
And also, I think, I'm talking for me and you guys. People that are always playing the World Tour or used to play the World Tour or will play. You kind of always play the same people as well. So once you do like a big analysis once, twice per year, then, for example, I could play, I don't know, not my brother, but Lokenu 6 times per year. So you kind of always know what he's playing time. Yeah, you don't need to do everything. You just need to watch his previous games and see. It's mostly about conditions and the opponent. And I think most of people on the good day can beat also anyone. So it's mostly who's the better one during that day. And so many different things can come from different than the tactics, which is just sometimes a physical struggle, a mental struggle, consistency, just easy mistakes can be the conditions of the whole.
Yeah.
I don't know, so perhaps someone is really good at having a good lift, but then if it's the bad side, then he's not going to lift, so you have to adapt every time. And I think it just depends of the days sometimes, and it's just about, I think 80% of the match is adapting to the situations.
Yeah. I think for me, most of my homework on opponents is like finding out their habits, good habits or bad habits, because I like to know what's their favorite shot, because I know if they're in a good position, I can probably just cover that one and it might have a chance. Or also their bad habits, do they always go cross defense and it leaves that side really open? So it's not necessarily really specific things, but just little things that will give you a signpost as to what's likely to happen. Because sometimes if I've done too deep analysis and forget that that's a human being that can change, and the last game they hit 60% of their shots from the forehand here and 30% here and 10% there, and then they don't do that this game, my brain explodes. So mostly I like to find that they like the combination of a straight punch clear and cross slice from their forehand. Okay, that gives me some enough information to work with, and not too much information. Information overload is bad for me. I like a rough picture.
Yeah, and in the end, every game is a new game, and it's just such a multi-layer sport.
Yeah.
And we also always want to improve, right? So we might also do something in a match that someone else analyzes, but we know, okay, we did not do well here or there, so therefore we will work on it and we'll do something different. And then suddenly we play the opponent that analyzes the match before, but we actually improved from what we did, so we don't do it anymore, and then they will be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we always try to take kind of 2 or 3 samples from the different matches that an opponent has played. Don't just watch one and think that's how they play all the time. That could have been the worst day of their life. Yeah. That could have been the best day of their life.
I agree. And also with the conditions, I always want to find a match that suits the conditions of the hall that we are playing in. Yeah. For example, now if the conditions stay this fast as they are in the last 2 days, it doesn't make any sense to take a match from a hall that is super, super slow. It's just a completely different game.
Exactly.
So, then maybe find some habits, as you said, because some players like this style better than this style, and they have more options when it's slow, for example, or less. Yeah. And, then we adapt on the day.
One thing I want to ask you, Marvin, about adding new stuff to your game. After your first match here, I asked you why your smash sounds so hard, and it looks like you changed something. And why? What did you eat for breakfast? I asked you, but you said you watched some videos and actually adapted something in your smash. That's really nerd talk now, but you're listening, guys, so probably
you are nerds.
Probably you are nerds. Welcome to the club.
And that's a good thing.
That's a perfect thing. Stay tuned. But what did you do, and how? Why do I hear that in the first
or
match?
Is it a secret?
No, it's not a secret. It was a Korean badminton guru posting a video on Instagram explaining how the shoulder works and where you are your strongest and how to have the strongest position of your arm, basically. And
optimize.
Yeah, and it was about also like how the joints are like connected, and that when you just stretch up here, like then you actually can't produce that much power compared to when you have it here and bend your upper body. And I actually had a similar talk with our coach John Dinesen before, where he was trying to teach me when I want to smash really hard that I actually bend my body more at
tilt.
Impact. Yeah, tilt, yeah. And like I was trying it a little bit, but I didn't really figure out why and how. And when I watched that video, something clicked.
And the Instagram guy convinced you.
I don't know. It just like suddenly I understood what John meant before, and I tried it in training and it worked perfectly. And I just felt like, whoa, that was hard. And then I just tried it a few times, and
like for real, I didn't know that, and I saw this match and I was like, wait, that's different.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, I'm not an expert, especially in technical stuff, so I didn't even see what you did different, but I heard that there was something different. So crazy.
Marvin, how good does it feel when you've been working on something and someone's like, have you changed that?
Really good, especially because like I watched that video on Friday. Now it's Tuesday, so I basically had like
fast learner then
10 minutes of just changing something and just trying it, and then like first match, and he was like, "What did you eat?"
I came back
for
from
real.
That's amazing. I came back from some tournaments, and I was sitting with. I had lunch with my dad, and I also had tea or something with my mum, and both of them were like, "Have you been working on your net shots?" And I was like, yes.
Hell yes, I did.
I have. Thanks for noticing.
Yeah, that's the best.
Marvin is going to be on the Smash board in BWF now.
Yes.
I hope so. Yeah.
Let's see the Smash leaderboard for this week.
Is that board any legit?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
But you better believe I'm retweeting that or reposting that if my name's on it.
Yeah.
For sure.
But there were some, I think we've also talked about that before at some point. I don't know. We have had so many episodes, guys. Yeah. But sometimes there are really weird numbers on that leaderboards.
Also, like then 8 smashes with 399.7, 399.6. Like,
yeah, okay.
No, why? Like, why does it stop at 400? Like, okay.
Yeah.
But
I'd love to see the technology behind that. Where is it placed? How are we measuring it? I'd love to know.
Maybe it's not exact number, but there's some pattern you can see about every time it's kind of the men's doubles smashing the harder, and then it's mixed or men's singles. Then it's probably women's double, or I don't know.
Yeah.
But you can see it's always like the logic numbers from the draws, and then I don't know if it's an exact number, but.
If anybody knows that, please let us know. That would be really interesting. But yeah, getting back to the European Championships, I don't know how long we're talking already. Probably
a while.
Probably long enough. But I have one last thing. This was supposed to be the big farewell tournament of Carolina Marin. And now sadly she's not going to play because I don't know what exactly the issue is with her knee still, but apparently something with the knee injury. Still, you play in that hall. What does that mean? Like, would you have liked to play her again in the European Championship? Probably not.
She's got half a knee, maybe. But I would. It's a pleasure every single time you get to play a player like Carolina. She's kind of defined a generation of women's singles. It's very unfortunate that we are born in the same year. That's been tough. I think we've come all through junior together. We've played European juniors together, or against each other, I should say. But yeah, she's always been. It's going to all sound very cheesy, but it's when you do stop and think about someone that you've run like parallel with your whole career, and she has like truly like kept me on my toes and like kept me trying to up my game. Because I've trained with her, I've played against her, I've lost to her, I've beaten her. And when I'm in training, it's always in the back of my mind of like, does this feel like the intensity of when I train with Karolina? And like that's always been one of my benchmarks for my training, and that's maybe why I bring a little extra intensity to our training center. And maybe the younger guys and girls are not used to that, but Karolina's definitely been like a kind of dangling carrot of my career of like to chase after, and it's been a privilege. I don't know how my career might look very different, for better or for worse, if Karolina was not around. I might have a couple of European gold medals, but I might not be as good a player as I am. So it's a catch-22. So yeah, it's been a wild ride to move through a career alongside one of the greatest ever players in this discipline. Or in any discipline. Like, what an actual like force of badminton, and to do it from like, and I mean no offense, but to do it from Spain, unbelievable.
I said the same to my wife actually.
Like the Karolina Fernando combo, they just set out, they locked in, and they went. It's an incredible like story journey. I don't think we'll ever see something like that again. It's becoming too kind of tough.
Yeah, probably. I mean, she will have her.
To be honest, like we have a guy sitting here who is from France. Like, okay, they had Brice Leverde, but he was a good player. Obviously, beat Li Chongwei a couple times, but like not comparable to like actually being Carolina Marin. And now we have guys like Christo, Alex, Thomas, Arnaud coming. Like, also a nation that is not a badminton force, or did not used to be a badminton force. Now, so many good players coming up. So, I think
absolutely. I think it shows like what impact she's had like on Europe.
Yeah.
It's not just a Spanish thing or like a really small country thing like Scotland. It's kind of shown like even been inspirational to like coaches or like federations that like no matter how kind of small you start, you can produce world-class players even if you don't have a history of producing world-class players.
Yeah, definitely outstanding career, and I think there will be a big ceremony here on Sunday before finals.
Don't doubt it.
Yeah, it's her hall.
I know. There's like signposts around town, like it just says Karolina Marin that way, but it's for the stadium. But it's just Karolina is that way.
She's always there waiting for you guys. Yeah, that's really cool. I'm looking forward to see that. But until that, we have some more matches to play. We will see all of you on court. If you guys don't want to miss that, you can watch all matches live on badmintoneurope.tv. Like, comment, and subscribe the ShuttleSquad podcast on YouTube and Spotify. And I think that's a wrap for today. Thanks for your time. I really enjoyed it. Real deep dive into Popov doubles.
We got geeky today.
Tactics for doubles, analyze.
Perfect. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. And we definitely have to figure out a time and a place for a little match.
That would be cool.
Hey,
Germany against
you've
Scotland,
got more
experience
in air badminton than we do. Maybe
we should play outside.
Maybe we should play air badminton.
I don't know if that two tournament experience gives me much of an advantage actually.
Hey, maybe.
But that would also be fun. We have a lot of things to do. We have many more episodes to come. Yeah. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Thanks.